What's happening, my YouTube dudes, and welcome back to the hottest channel on YouTube. Today we're bringing you an absolutely spectacular freaking back workout. We're super excited. So we're gonna start off with some nice stretches. Jade right here, as you can see, she's using the Flex Farm, the whole original Flex Farm resistance bands. You can find these on Amazon.com. We're gonna have the link in the description. These are really good. They come in 5 different resistance levels, and you can use these to stretch and to get an awesome workout. But for this particular workout, we're just stretching to get our muscles nice and warm. You want to make sure before you do any type of heavy lifting that your muscles are nice and warm, your tendons, your ligaments are really nice and heated before you start to do any compound movements, because that can potentially lead into an injury. So for this first exercise, to be completely honest with you guys, I have no idea what this is called. I saw this online and I was like, damn, you know what? I think I have the strength to do it. I kind of want to try it. So we started off with these kind of remix pull-ups. These are really good for your lats. Also, they work on your bicep because when you're going up to one side, you're really focusing on that one particular, that one side lat as well as your bicep.
Assisted pull-ups can be done, of course, with the assist machine for pull-ups, but since we're already here, this is what I like to do, and I like to do at least 6 of them. And I don't know if you guys can see, but when I go down, I really do try and go slowly.
For this next exercise, we're gonna do close grip pull-ups. For this one, I like to go real nice and slow and really contract the muscle. At the bottom, I just pause. It's just a split second, guys. You don't have to be down there for freaking 2 minutes thinking about life or nothing like that. Just split second at the top, split second at the bottom. And then we're going to move into a second variation of, it's an around the world pull-up. This is actually the first time I've ever done this. Guys, I tell you with complete honesty, this is one of the most challenging pull-ups that you can possibly do, and they're really good. This one, I would say, is right up there with the muscle up. It's really nice, and you can really feel the contraction. Next, we're gonna move into a close grip seated pull down, and this is really good for building a thick back. I like to do the pull-up variation of this first and then do this second, because I feel that this one is a little bit easier to pull down, and you can either pile on the weight, or if you want to kind of deload on a deload week, you can go a little bit lighter. But I really like this exercise, and I like to do it second, and I typically like to do 4 sets of 12 reps.
I'm doing the same thing. I do 4 sets of, depending if I'm going a little bit heavier, about 10 to 12. And just making sure that my butt is staying really firmly on the seat.
So for this next one, guys, I've never seen this being done before, but this is extremely freaking effective. This is almost like a Arnold press, but you're actually pulling down. We're gonna call this the OJ pull down. I've never seen it being done before, but it's extremely effective. You have to use the handles for this one, and you just kind of come down, squeeze, push it in, and then back out and go back up with it. This one is extremely effective, and I can guarantee you're gonna feel this one the next day if you can even get out of bed. And when you're doing these, guys, you want to make sure that your back is not swaying back and forth. If it is, then chances are you're probably doing way too much weight. So for this next exercise, I like to do a little bit lighter. It's almost like a burnout for your lats. We're doing a seated one-handed row, and we're doing 20 reps on each arm. So basically, all you're gonna do is sit down. Your torso should be at a 45-degree angle with the floor and with your legs, and you're just gonna push back with it. Make sure that you're not coming straight up with the weight. You want to have the weight aimed backwards, as if you were to put the weight in your pocket.
I was doing the same thing, but as you can see, I put a twist on it and put our bands around it. This is the lightest band, and I'm using 10 pounds, so it actually gives me more resistance. So do go lighter when you're doing this if you're using the resistance bands like I am, and you're doing the same motion, same position as Orlando did, and really squeezing it when you come up.
So Jade was talking all his head about how good these resistance bands were. So I tried it out. I'm telling you, this is one of the best, honestly, the best rows I've ever gotten. My back is freaking sore, and this video was shot like 5 days ago. For me, I personally like to have the bands in between my legs or behind my calves, as opposed to how Jade had it. You can do it either way. This one just feels a little more natural to me, but it's extremely good. And this one, you can really feel the nice contraction and really squeeze at the top of the motion, and this is really going to help you get a lot of gains in your lats. Next, we're going to move into standing cable pull downs, and this one is going to target your lats. I see a lot of guys doing this exercise, and most of them are doing it really, really wrong. They pile on the weight, and for this exercise in particular, guys, you don't really need a whole lot of weight for it to be effective. As you can see, I've never even known. My back looks freaking amazing, and I didn't even
Conceited much.
Sorry, but it really does. So you don't need a whole lot of weight for this. You just want to make sure that you're squeezing at the bottom. You want to have your elbows slightly bent. You don't want to have your elbows straight out, but you also don't want to be doing a tricep extension either.
Yeah, you really want to make sure that you're going a bit over your head with the raise, and then you're squeezing all the way down to your waist.
Last but not least, we're going to do good mornings. I absolutely love this exercise. This is old school, guys. Arnold used to do this. He used to do 4 sets of 100. And I mean,
God damn.
Yeah, that's a lot. I typically do 4 sets of 12 to 20, but just depending, if I go lighter or heavier. But I love the way that this exercise makes the lower back look. With that being said, that's the end of our back workout. I hope you liked it. Check out our resistance bands. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and stay watching, my friends.
Bye.